Give that first alert to what we're tracking next. Threat for a few overnight storms. We've got a marginal risk kind of around Metro Baton Rouge areas to the north, a slight risk. So it's a 1 or 2 out of 5 on the threat scale from the National Weather Service. So nothing really too dire, nothing really too consequential. Most of us going to get through without any impact whatsoever. But there is a threat for some damaging wind, followed by a brief isolated tornado. Anything that would develop tornado-wise would be very weak, though it looks like. And any hail we would see likely to be small, probably sub-severe. Severe being the size of quarters, so think more like pea-sized hail if we were to see any hail. Here's a look at the timing with Futurecast. You can see starting to see a few showers off towards the west here this afternoon. For us, spotty at best, as you can see as we get towards the midpoint of the afternoon. Then as we go into the evening hours, still looking very spotty to isolated in coverage. So probably very low end threat for any strong or severe weather here during this evening. But you'll notice the showers and storms off towards the west trying to approach. But watch what happens here. Things kind of fall apart as they arrive. But we get this new cluster that tries to lift from the south to the north out of the Gulf. So here we could see 1 or 2 strong storms. And this is again pre-dawn on Tuesday. And you can see how this line continues to fall apart, essentially becoming a broken line of storms as we get towards daybreak on Tuesday. So right around 7 a.m. we could see maybe 1 or 2 strong storms, but then that threat continues to kind of fall apart as we make our way through the rest of the morning. Now the HRRR pushes this all the way into extreme southeast Louisiana. By the time we get towards the afternoon, a few other models try and develop a few more showers and storms by the afternoon. So let's not close the book on the potential for maybe a little bit more rain for Tuesday afternoon, but I do think it's going to be not a big widespread rain impact area if you do have to maybe travel for Thanksgiving holidays around the area for that Tuesday. Then as we go into Wednesday, we're dry, but we're going to start to see some clouds, and then those will clear out by the time we get towards Thanksgiving Day. So in terms of rain amounts, really again not going to be all that impressive, not really going to help us out too much in terms of drought-like conditions. We take a look at some of the other models. European model kind of pinpointing a higher amount of rainfall around Metro Baton Rouge, but the others you can see staying kind of in that blue shade of color, and even a few spots here with the HRRR and the graph model showing no rain at all in portions of the area. So again, impact timeline, kind of seeing some rain showers push through the area today, some thunderstorm action overnight into the morning start, maybe lingering into the afternoon on Tuesday, but very low end impacts expected. A sporadic power outage here or there. That's really the impact that we're going to be seeing. And then we're pretty much high and dry for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. No major impacts unless you burn or undercook the turkey. That's going to be the only thing we're going to be having to deal with, I think, for Thanksgiving Day. Weather's going to be picture perfect. So here's a look at the future temperature change. You can see a lot of that cold air bottled up towards the north, but here comes a big dive of that as we get into Thursday and then into the weekend beyond. We've got a few more of these reinforcing shots of some cooler air. So while we've been dealing with much warmer than normal temperatures the last few days, going to finally start to see those temperatures coming down as we head into Thanksgiving. So the front on Tuesday going to help deliver daytime highs only in the 60s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Black Friday. And here is that Thanksgiving forecast. You can see lots of sunshine icons and very comfortable temperatures, 50s and 60s for Thanksgiving. So make sure to maybe have that light jacket handy for Thanksgiving Day. Otherwise, we'll be dodging a few of those raindrops tonight into tomorrow. Then it's dry all the way through Black Friday. A few more showers may start to return as we head towards the weekend after Thanksgiving.